next week.
Yep, so we have Gail Lund from the American Cancer Society joining us to explain why. Thank you for being here this morning.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me.
Tell us what is happening. What do we need to do?
So we are heading out this weekend to head to Washington, D.C., along with other lead cancer advocates from all of our congressional districts here in Washington. And we're going to meet up with about 700 other cancer advocates from all 50 states, Puerto Rico and Guam, in Washington, D.C. to talk to our elected officials.
And what are you going to say?
Well, the one that I'm very much wanting to discuss is the research. My family, I'm a 20-year breast cancer survivor. I've lost many double digits of women in my family due to breast cancer, and none of us have the BRCA genes because we've all been tested. And I lost my sister about 4 years ago, and I promised her that I would continue to try to find a cure for cancer, and that's what all of us advocates are doing, is we're going to discuss things with our elected officials and ask them to increase research funding for the National Institute of Health. We are asking for $41.6 billion, as well as $6.5 billion for the National Cancer Institute.
Wow.
We've had great bipartisan support these last 4 years, and we are hoping to continue that trend. We have about, right now, 16.9 million cancer survivors here in the U.S., which is huge. And that's why research is so important, because we need to continue. We're making great progress, but we really need to continue our fight.
Yeah. How long have you lobbied? I mean, how many years have you done this? Is this something
So
you've done
I
before?
have been with the Cancer Action Network for the American Cancer Society for 10 years.
Okay. Well, I'm just wondering, like, you know, because you go, I've done this before too with adoption causes. Like, you go and you talk to lawmakers and you cross your fingers that they hear one thing. You know, is there one thing that you want them to hear? I mean, really, you know, or has there been something that has changed because of lobbying?
Well, you know, we lose 1,661 Americans every day to cancer. I'd like them to remember that number. I'd also like them to remember the 16.9 million survivors that we have. You know, so we need to continue our fight, and we need to continue our research so that we can continue to save lives and not lose that many people.
It's such a worthwhile cause, and we're so proud of you and everything that you're doing to help move it forward. Have a great time in Washington, D.C. We hope it's a fruitful and engaging one as well. Gail Lund, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Come back sometime.
Absolutely.